Hello, can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Am I hearable? Audible? No? Wait, oh, okay, amazing. Amazing. Thank you. Okay, I think it had something to do with my input, but the thing is, like, when you've already streamed and scheduled your live, you can't change it after you've gone live. So that's why it wasn't working. So great, okay. Yes. Hi everyone, thank you so much for bearing with me. You guys have no idea, I always have technical issues when I'm on live, obviously, because that's the best time to have technical issues. But welcome to my film club, and this is where I react to your films. So I know some of you are new, and some of you have been here for a while now. So thank you so much for being here. Let me just end the other stream. Okay. Got you. All right. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope everyone's weekend is going well. And hi. Yes. So let me just get you the link for the Google Drive. Whoever's asking, because I know a lot of people ask about the Google Drive link, and let me just get you that. Also, let me put my do not disturb on. All right. Let me just get the link for everyone. Submit your film here. How's everyone doing, guys? Please talk in the chat. Always good to see you guys be here, and super excited to get this on today. Because I haven't been on for a pretty long time. It has been, I think, around like 3 to 4 weeks since I've been live. So thank you so much for bearing with me and for your patience. For those who are new, basically what I do is I take yeah, it's a lot of films. I take your films and I react to them. Obviously, it has to go by the YouTube guidelines, and some of the films I don't review because it's a little bit too dark, too duster, and it might be a little bit too, let's say, either depressing, or it shows like graphics, or obviously sex or violent stuff like that. So things like that I don't show on my YouTube. So just in case you guys are wondering why your film hasn't come up, or if things like that ever come up, just so you know that that is the reason why I don't show the films. But yes, other than that, you guys can submit any film you want, any length you want. But I normally always stop at the 5-minute mark, just so that everyone has a chance to show their film here on this platform, and we don't go over time. And obviously, that everyone gets a chance, obviously, to get their film shown. And I always tell you guys this, but please, please, please leave your feedback in the chat. Like, the people who submitted their films, they're not only here for my feedback, they're also here for your feedback. So please, please, please leave a comment, leave your feedback whenever you've watch the film. And what I do is that every time we watch a film, we clap after. Oh my God, I feel like a school teacher. But every time we've watched a film, we clap and we say congrats, like thank you for showing us your film. Just because I feel like this is a big, like, it's like a big step to, like, just submit your film and wait for someone to like react on it. I feel like it is very nerve-wracking. So I try to encourage everyone to just like be who they are, and obviously just congratulate them for even taking the step of like obviously making a film or making something and uploading it. So okay, let me answer some of your questions before I get in, and then we can get right in. Pretty well editing a video right now. Nice. I am finishing editing my video. Hi Megan, my short film that I have been working on for 5 months has finally got a trailer, but it's only 40 seconds. Would you be able to watch it? Yes, so the link up there is definitely used. You can just submit it. I'm embarrassed to show my content. Don't be. I think everyone is learning from each other. Like, I'm learning from you guys. I'm always so inspired. I leave these lives always so inspired, and I can't tell you how much like I love these lives, and like how creative I think all of you are. So please, please, please upload. And I think no one would say anything bad about it. Like, everyone's just here to learn and give feedback to each other as well. Can I show music video that I directed? Yes, definitely. Nothing. I'm chilling with my second month of Instagram deactivation. Damn, I should do that. Hi. Can send you that animated trailer I told you about last live if I showed it people in a thriller movie kind of way. it depends. Like if there's like a lot of blood, if it's like very dark, like obviously murder and stuff like that, is obviously hopefully to be avoided. But you can submit it and I can review it definitely and see like if it's in the YouTube or my YouTube guidelines, my own personal YouTube guidelines. What month are we at now? We're still in June. Can you believe? I feel like everyone was just like pumping out films in June. What's your opinion on cinematic mode on phone? I think it is like, especially on the iPhone, it has gone so wild, and sometimes I can't even tell the difference between my camera and the phone. Cinematic video on iPhone is amazing. I used it recently in one of my videos. It's pretty good for color grading too. That's for sure. All right, guys. Are you guys ready? We're gonna get right into it. Also, my throat is so dry. Like the winter is just sucking out of all the moisture off in my throat. Okay, so don't be confused by this list right here. So this list is basically things I just put into my Google Drive so that we have a overview of like what we're going to be reviewing today, and it's not like too messy or like too overwhelming for you guys. So these are the films that we're going to be reviewing today. If you see your film, holla. But yeah. Okay. All right. But when do you actually end up meeting other filmmakers? Megan, how do you manage to meet other awesome filmmakers like you? I DM a lot of them, or I sort of try to work on projects with them. Like if someone posts, like if I follow a filmmaker and they're like posting like, okay, we need like a assistant director or we need assistant camera, then I'll try to like or we need like a DP or a director, then I would just like DM them saying, hey, like I'd love to work with this with you. And then sometimes you get the job, sometimes you don't. Obviously I got a lot of rejects or like got ghosted, but I think that's like one of the best ways to just sort of like get to know your favorite filmmakers and like try to connect with other filmmakers and creators as well. All right. Yeah, we still. I'm sorry, Gary, but it is a long list of people. All right, let's go. So the first one is basically a film about a teenager in Georgia. This one is a film by Tom Cruise. Hold on, let me like go on. I think his name is Nathaniel. Yes. So his name is Nathaniel Aces, and it's on YouTube. So let me just change my share screen here. Give me a second. All right. So this is my YouTube, and then we can go on here. And basically, again, we're going to be stopping at 5 just so you guys have a heads up. But yeah, write all your feedback and your comments in the chat while this is going. Let's go. I like how like the footage feels like a very like VHS DigiCam kind of vibe. Like it feels just like a cute little travel vlog and kind of like raw as well. I really like that like simple feel of it. Like it just feels like a very nice simple video.
Currently 7 days until New Year's, and looking back at this year, I'd say it was filled with a lot of stress, a lot of happiness, a bit of resentment for things, and purpose.
Oh, I love the blending of this. Like as he starts the voiceover, it definitely gives it that very nostalgic feel.
I remember at the beginning of the year, I felt like I didn't know where I was going, and I'm just trying to do my best despite all the odds, and I'm just trying to find balance in all of this.
You know that feeling like when it's your first day in a new country and you just woke up and like you know when you go on holiday or you go to a new country and it's your first time and it's your first day waking up in the hotel or in like a new weird bedroom that you're not familiar with. This is how it feels like this vlog, that's how it feels like.
Whippoorwill outside my window, I can hear its song.
Hachi in our masjid, like side of Istiqlal, and we it was like our god, and our god was like the sun, moon, and 5 stars. So one day, while we are here, it's like a Saint Nino's monastery. The Saint Nino was a lady from Cappadocia, but she lived in Jerusalem.
I like how a lot of people in the comments are saying this feels like a 2015 YouTube. Like, I feel like this is exactly how it looked when we were watching 2015 YouTube videos. It's just like people posting stuff that they wanted to, YouTube vlogs, people kind of like voiceovering some of it and like bringing in like small little moments where you hear the tone and you hear the sound of people laughing, people drinking, eating. And I feel like that really just makes this kind of edit like feel super nostalgic. And yeah, I think that's what it is. And I feel like it's such a simple video. There's no fancy shots or anything like that. It's just like, it's just good vibes put all together.
I can hear its it echoes throughout me. I feel like I belong. The wind just gave me a complete video here.
That switch up made me scared. Like, I don't know what is coming. Like, is something bad gonna happen?
Naisip ko din, ay no, not naisip ko, nakita ko sa
Okay, I don't think anything bad is gonna happen. It just felt like the end of a good time and it's start of a bad time. So I was just like, what is going on? I was kind of scared.
Hey. So, this year has been, I wouldn't say it was bad, but it was genuinely a good change from 2022 for sure. You know, it was tiring, like really tiring with just a lot of things going wrong.
Okay, so maybe I was right. Maybe it was the start of something like quote unquote bad, but I think it's just time for him to like sit down, and I guess in this video it's time for him to sit down and talk about real stuff, and I think that's why the music kind of ended. But definitely a good way of transitioning. It was very abrupt, but in like a good way where it's like you got my attention, you know what I mean?
And like a lot of life and such, you know. This year I feel like I've done a lot of good stuff, like filmmaking wise, with the cat documentary, the vlogs, the mini films I did for school, and that one full video that I'm really not proud of because it could have been better. But it was fun. That's the main thing I'm trying to do. No, and
Oh, the music. Why you gotta come in now, bro? That was so good. Was it okay? 'Cause we haven't talked. Okay, so it is 5 minutes, but it was so lovely to watch you. Let me see. Nathaniel, I didn't want to get the name wrong. It was so lovely, and I felt like it was just honestly like a nostalgic backlog of like your life and how that year was going for you. And I felt like it was. I think a lot of people liked it in the chat. Definitely, like it felt very nostalgic. Like a lot of them are saying here. So thank you so much, Nathaniel. Hope I pronounced that correctly. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. It just took me back to honestly like 2010 YouTube, and it just kind of reminded me like when I wanted to start YouTube and when I just started like using my iPhone 4 to sort of like just vlog and do like those selfie videos. And like when I was like 12 or 13, I basically put up my phone camera and I was like, I'm going to start a YouTube channel called Megan's Wonders. A lot of my friends tease me about that name, but I still find it really funny. I just kind of wanted a really cool YouTube name. I wanted a YouTube channel, and that's how I started. I mean, I didn't start YouTube then, but I started sort of like trying to make videos, but I never posted them. So this kind of reminded me of that time and that little girl that I was. So everyone, please give Nathaniel a really big round of applause for sharing this part of his life with us. All right, let's move on to the next one. And again, if you guys have any like feedback for Nathaniel and about his vlog, please write them in the comments. Everyone wants to know, okay? All right, that is done. Let's go to inspiration of film by Zaskai. This is also, okay, he says, thank you for the opportunity. You just saw this. Hi, my name is Zaskai. I'm a 3D artist and creative director. Here's a video I made. It was part of the Gox and Vex challenge. I am excited. Again, this is a YouTube video, so let me just share my YouTube with you guys. I tried Stephen King's. All right. Stephen King's insanely.
Kevin Durant is going from the Phoenix Suns to the Houston Rockets in exchange for Jalen.
Your mentor. So for a chance to win a private mentorship call with Bex and I, go check Bex's post out.
Competition? Oh, I'm doing this.
So Gorks and Vex have challenged us to create an original art piece using a medium we haven't tried before. Gorks, this
ceramics.
Vex,
The Japanese woodblock printing.
So what are you gonna do? I've done everything though. 2D animation, 2D art, 3D art, 3D animation, graphic design, videography, typography.
I am so excited for this video. It feels like such a fun video, and I love a good challenge. I love a good documented challenge. Like, I think this is going to be a really fun watch.
Traditional and digital painting. No, I haven't done mixed media.
the theme. Well, I was inspired by Gorks and Vex to do this, and we can talk more about inspiration and what else inspires me. So it sold a mixed media animation and inspiration. I rhymed with boom.
Whoa, cool ass intro. That is such a cool intro. I want to have that kind of intro. Like, what is this animation called? Like, retro TV style intro. Oh my god, you know what? I would have been trying. I love this Kill Bill typography. Whatever this is, it is banging.
Guys, I thought I had a chance of winning, and then Jess Wiseman liked the post. If you know who that is, yeah, I'm cooked.
Oh my god, I love the editing. It's so good. It's also very like engaging. Yeah, I really appreciate the editing. This is so good. Oh, why is everyone ignoring you? Sorry, did I just like... Oh, I have an Android phone. Can you please tell me how to make cinematic shots videos? I feel like that is a video for another time for sure. I also don't own an Android phone, so I wouldn't really know, but I think it's a lot to do with learning lighting. Like, I think it doesn't matter what equipment you have, no matter how good, how bad. If your lighting is bad, the video is bad. So lighting is definitely number one. I would say go on YouTube and like find tutorials to watch about lighting and master lighting before actually getting into shooting, just because lighting is just so much more important than shooting. All right. Right, let's go on to the video.
And it's like zooming in, and someone says, okay, what's one thing that inspires you? And I'm like, one thing. I mean, and I close my eyes, and as soon as I close my eyes, again, I still don't know how I want to do this. I think I want to like maybe zoom in into like a world of inspiration, more of an edit, and then we zoom back out at the end. And I don't know which one to choose. If I do the edit one, it's more work done digitally than via analog. The first one is way more analog. You're asking me what's like one inspiration, and I'm gonna be like, well, inspired by this as well, and then this. It will show up on the screen, but then I'll be like, well, really and truly, I'm inspired by everything, and then it will zoom. Okay, so before I say that, it will zoom into my eye, and I'll be like, really and truly, I'm inspired by everything, and everything.
I like how he's just breaking down his process of like, wow, how his brain works. Because it's literally how my brain works. Like, okay, this is gonna happen, and then this is gonna happen, and then this is gonna happen, and then after that, that is gonna happen. Hi, Selena. Yes, but it's such an exciting experience, honestly. Like, yes, Mary is correct. Like, I find it so funny that he's just breaking down his like brain juice right now. This is exactly how I think.
Once I say that, the edit will begin.
Again, the edit here is so fun. Like, I am just vibing with this.
Okay, definition time, right? Inspiration is the process of being mentally stimulated to do or feel something, especially to do something creative. My inspirations come from a lot of things: the Word of God, video games, basketball, and football. Barcelona, my favorite football team.
No lie, Tottenham was used to support. That's some dignity.
I didn't even notice his double here. Wait, that's so funny. I only noticed it after he started talking.
Bro, shut up. But sometimes they come from things I don't even expect. This is one of them. This project wasn't planned for at all, but I most definitely learned something new. It inspires me to do more, and I also hope it inspires you.
Okay, reverb. I love when music ends like that because you know the next thing that's gonna happen is freaking epic.
The problem. Do any of the artists go through this?
Name your favorite show.
Evangelion.
And when did you watch
Like
it?
a year ago, I think. I don't remember.
Parasite.
A year.
Perfect Blue. The last fiction book you
The
read.
Long
When
Walk,
did you read it?
Again, really, really good editing.
2 years ago.
Haiku, Vagabond, Burn.
They're all old. I haven't found anything new since. As an artist, I've come to realize that like all my inspiration is old. Like there's just nothing new there. There's this director, his name's Olsen, and he talks about the fact that keeping your eyes pure versus consuming a lot of media is just way better. I already knew that before I saw the video, and I took that to like extreme lengths.
What I think that I would change though is that sometimes his voice is just a little bit too quiet for me in relevance with the music, and I feel like sometimes because it's too quiet, it's hard to pay attention to what he's saying. What I would do is obviously turn down the music a little bit and raise up his voice.
Wouldn't watch anything. Yeah, I just wouldn't watch anything, and I just only watched something when I really, really needed to, and I thought I was right. But realistically, I was just milking my old inspirations. So I guess the way forward is just kind of watch more. Like, don't be afraid of watching more, consume media, don't use it as an addiction, which I never had, but
He's right though. Like the more you think about it as a filmmaker, the more you should watch films, because I think, I've got some technical like some not technical issues. I've got some technical knowledge down, but for me, to improve, to really, really improve and go further, either be it acting, filmmaking, lighting, directing, whatever. I think in order to understand and make a good film, you have to just watch films. And he's saying don't do it as leisure. And it's not like you can't watch it on your leisure time or your free time, or don't watch it as something that you do as leisure. I would just say that you would have to watch the film actively. Like you have to actively pay attention to these little details that you want to improve on. And I think that's exactly what he means. And I like 100% agree. Also, it's 5 minutes, guys. So sorry, I'm sorry. I know. I actually also really wanted to see. I really wanted to see like how this all went down, like what the project was gonna look like. But again, it's 5 minutes, so I'm so sorry. But everyone, please, please, please give him a round of applause. I feel like the editing was so well. The only thing I would have said is what I said just now, which is like voice a little bit too soft, so it makes the audience obviously divert their attention away from something. And then the music was a little bit too loud. But everyone, please, please, please give him a round of applause. Thank you so much, and I hope you won that contest. All right. The next one is oh yeah, there's a problem with the Google Drive. Let me just do this a little bit. Let me just reload the page. All right, so the next one I did like take a sneak peek at it because I do review all the films. So this one I definitely have to stop a little bit before the 5 minute mark, just because there are like some sensitive graphic. It's not very graphic, but it's kind of like a sensitive topic that I feel like I wouldn't want to bring on my YouTube. Just again because of the guidelines. Thank you guys so much for being so sporty today. You guys are like killing it in the chat today, honestly. Thank you so much. But yeah, the next one's a little bit more duster. It's a little bit more real. So I saw that before the 5 minute mark, I would have to stop because on the 5 minute mark, there were some sensitive, sensitive topics that I feel like I wouldn't want to touch, just because I feel like here it might be sensitive, and also on YouTube, obviously. But in general, the film looked great. I also just kind of like swipe through it. So I'm not sure what I'm in for, but I am very excited because it looked amazing. All right. Let's go into it. All right. So this one is called Come Home by Taylor Hartley. Let's go.
At the tone, please record your message.
Hey, Keith, it's me.
Already, I love the shot. I feel like this immediately looks like a Hollywood film, an indie film. I love the shot.
I just want to see if there's any way we can work this out. I will take a pay cut. I will work less hours. I really need this job. So, damn it. Hey, bud. I got some treats. You want a treat?
I love how the scenes before we see things, so you obviously hear the audio first before the visual, and you're immediately, I think, as an audience, pulled into the next scene, and you're intrigued of what the next scene is going to look like and what you're in for.
Enjoy that, bud. It's the last one for a while, I'm afraid.
As I was swiping through the film, I saw this shot where when the car is coming in, I'm not sure if this is an actual car and they laid sound effects over it, or if it's like a light and someone doing the lighting, like just panning the lighting across the video. But I am so I am just like so in awe of like the textures of the light that is giving because of the grid and the rails of this porch. So as the shadows pass, you can obviously see all of the shadows just going across her face, and obviously, of course, across the film. And I just like am so intrigued by this lighting, and honestly, I love this lighting. Thank you so much, Avira. Hearts out. Okay, let's continue.
Hey.
Hey. You know that mutt's never gonna leave. You keep feeding it.
Already, this guy is a red flag. Like, why did you just take her cigarette out of her mouth without even asking her? Red flag. It's giving ick. Ick.
I'm sorry, bud. That's all I've got.
So here I would say that the sound effects of the TV are a little bit too loud for me. I feel like you can tell that this sound effect was basically laid over an edit timeline and it's not something that's happened in real time. And obviously for films, obviously it is not in real time because you know it's very distracting for the actors, and also it just affects the sound in general if you're going to take this up in real time. But I feel like the editing for the sound effect of the TV here could have been a lot more quieter, because I feel like it's hard to just like concentrate on one thing right now, and it's a little bit too loud and it feels like it's not part of the film, but rather it feels like something that was edited on a timeline, and that's not what you want in a film, right? So I feel like obviously until now the sound effects and everything were good, like they were all really beautiful, lighting, camera, it was all beautiful. But for this scene, I was just thinking to myself, like, I think I would have liked it a little bit quieter, and also maybe more in like a background or like in a distance. And you can do that with sound effects, and you can do that with like sound editing and sound mixing.
The damn ball!
What do you think is it? I don't even know why I'm here for this fucking team.
I feel like here they didn't have to switch it to like this happy music from this like really sad music to happy music, because I feel like it's already like pretty obvious that you're switching from a kind of like a depressing scene to a happy childhood memory, also because of like the girl is obviously smaller, she's eating some other cereal, and you can tell that it's a memory just from the camera work itself. So I feel like the music here was a little bit too abrupt for me, and I would have just kind of left it the way it was. Or more of like a smoother transition for the audio where it's like slowly fading in. And for me, it was just a little bit too abrupt.
Can I have my cereal?
No, ma'am. If Dad is doing cereal for dinner, you can't just eat the marshmallows. No, ma'am.
I know. I can't wait to see you, baby. Oh my god.
I also really like the lighting here. I feel like it's very cinematic. It's a lot of contrast. Obviously, I told you guys I was scrolling through this before I put this online. So I really like the lighting here.
Shut up. Yeah? I know.
I know. He's gonna be home any minute. I should go. I miss you. What?
That was a good way to create suspense. I really like that.
Did you see that? Bet.
And usually when you run like that,
Also, I really like how subtle the lighting is. It doesn't feel like lighting. It feels like something you would just see when you're sitting down in your own home. So that is exactly what I think good lighting is. I feel like could have been a little bit brighter just to create more of that contrast, but it does feel very natural. Like it feels like if you were just to be sitting there and there is no lighting, it feels very natural. Like this feels like a dim sort of like low cost housing kind of like space, and I think that's what they wanted it to feel like, two people struggling to get by, and sort of like a depressing kind of like look that they're going for. So I think that really went well. Oh no, bye. But yes.
He's such a fan friend. He's wearing so.
I also really like the color contrast here. There's a little bit of like that soft yellow and this like really nice almost turquoise green background, and then obviously you have this really nice soft lighting on her side using the shower curtain as a diffusion, which is obviously very practical, and you don't have to have any more diffusion other than that, because the shower curtains are just kind of so diffuse and so soft that it makes your lighting feel very soft, and also obviously because there's no light in the shower, it's very contrasty. So love this.
Let's do tomorrow.
I know.
If you're gonna keep staying here, you gotta pay your part.
I know. Just I lost my job today, but I got my last check, so I'll cash it tomorrow. I can give you $150. Just might need, a little help with the rest this month.
All right, so I'm gonna stop here, and I think you guys can maybe imagine why. But I felt like it was such a good film, and I really appreciated. I really appreciated the lighting, the sound effects, the cinematography here, especially the camera movement. I feel like that was also a big part that played in this whole film, and I really enjoyed it, honestly. And I was really just so on the edge of my seat the whole time I was watching it. And yes, red flag, Gary. Honestly, just such a red flag. But the editing is so well done. The camera, the lighting, I feel like everything feels so natural as well. Just like some of the times, I think the sound effects and the sound mixing could have been a little bit better. But other than that, guys, give Taylor a big round of applause. Hello, brother of God 198. What is up? Everything's good. But yeah, leave all of your comments in the chat, please. I really want to know your feedback also, just so I can bounce off my ideas with you guys and my feedback with you. I really want to talk with it about you guys, go through this with you, because I'm really curious to bounce off ideas, and I love talking about films with people. Sorry, I just keep touching my necklace, the ADHD. But I love just talking about films with you guys, and yeah, please do. It's a film club, so feel free to obviously express your feeling, express your filmmaking expertise and stuff like that. It really made me feel so anxious. So well done. Yes. Oh no, honestly, that made me feel very anxious, especially the part where the mom, I think she was on a phone with another guy and cheating on the husband, obviously. Yeah, it was great. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, so this one is sort of like, I think it's not scary. It's, I think, very wholesome, so it's good. I sometimes after I watch something scary, I'm like, okay, now I'm just gonna go on YouTube and watch some ASMR, and that is exactly, I think, what we are doing now. Okay, I planned this out for sure. I planned all of this. I planned the anxiety plus after that, the calm after the storm. All right, let's move on. So this one is just like a vlog by Sheila. Let's go.
What is your obsession with being great anyway? Don't get me wrong, it's good that you strive for that, but sometimes I feel like you're using it as an excuse for not creating at all.
This is me.
Okay. I like the music. I like the text. My only problem was that I think the one where she was on the phone, it does sound like it was on the phone, but again, it doesn't sound distant enough. So it might just feel like you literally just edited on top of the timeline, which is fine. Obviously, this is all a learning curve. I used to do that, I think. And then I realized that it doesn't feel right. Like it sounds like it's on the phone, but it's not on the phone. So you need to kind of add like the distance between you and the phone so that the audiences also can kind of hear that it's not too loud and it sounds like it's coming from a phone, although it's yourself. But yeah.
Perfectionist, procrastinator, people pleaser. Well, I'm not really doing anything right now. Overachiever, overthinker, and over the top. By that, I mean I only know extremes. Everything is
I also really like the camera angles and the camera angles.
either black or white. There's no in between. That also means that when I do something, I go all out or I don't do it at all. Seriously, you need to get out of that head of yours.
That double shot was very, very clean. Look at that. There's like no, even there's even like a shadow, and it's just very clean.
Seriously, you need to get out of that head of yours and put your foot out the door before you can think about it. You need to try more often than obsess over making this one great thing. You're right. I mean, maybe it's just a thing in your 20s. You know how they say what you do in your 20s is crucial to the rest of your life, or that you'll never be as young as you are now, so you have to make the most of it. There's just a lot of pressure, I think. And with life and creating in general, I'm afraid of making mistakes, and I want to make sure that
so for real, like I resonate with that, because sometimes when I do something, I'm just like, okay, what if this mistake leads to another, and it just kind of fails me, and it just kind of like pulls me into this like whole realm of just failure after failure. And obviously it's so like depressing and so negative to think that way, but sometimes I think in your 20s, because you haven't experienced life as much as you think you have, I feel like it is so important to know that failures lead you to your successes. And over here, sometimes I think I'm just like, okay, what if this doesn't fit my brand? What if this like doesn't like work out and stuff like that? But I think a lot of the times you have to fail in order to succeed, and that is just something I try to tell myself every day, although it's super hard for me too. For me, it's like, oh no, I have to succeed in everything. So I think what she's saying really just kind of like resonates, definitely.
I'm doing everything right, but I end up living in preparation of something that's already happening. Sometimes it can feel like life is passing me by, and still, I'm no one. I still haven't made this one great thing.
Nothing's really wrong, so from now on, don't let it trouble your mind.
Amazing. I love the music and I love the cuts, and obviously the things that she's talking about as well really resonate. And the ending was really good. I like how she says one good, instead of one great thing, it's one good thing, because it doesn't always have to be great. It can also sometimes just be good or good enough or okay, you know. Obviously a lot of people, like I think billionaires don't have this kind of mindset, because for them it's like do or die. But I think sometimes you just got to cut yourself some slack and say like, okay, maybe it's not the greatest thing I've put out, but at least I put out something and it's good and it's good enough for me. So I love this. So yeah, I love that it's cute and darling, but also represents existential crisis. Exactly. I also love the angles and the colors, honestly. I kind of want to submit a film, a YouTube video I once made beginning of the year, but it's a bit more like a vlog talking about something, maybe not cinematic enough. Don't worry about it. Like we get all sorts of submissions here. It doesn't matter if it's a film. Like we have short films, we have music videos, we have like reels, we have shorts, we have like people talking about their life like this, you know. It's like you can post anything you want, honestly, as long as it again meets my guidelines. there's like no murder, violation, stuff like that, I think it's fine. Like all of us will be happy to watch it. We love wholesome stuff, don't we, guys? But yeah, I feel like I need to put more effort into all my videos because the ones I watched were completely different from mine, simply just way too good that doesn't make sense. I think anything that you put out that you're satisfied with, that you're happy with, is something that is good enough for you, and it doesn't matter what other people are creating, because that's their idea and you have your own ideas. So that's why we're here, because we can all share our ideas, and it's not to compare, and it's not to put ourselves down. It's really just so that we can have fun and get inspired. And that's exactly why I'm doing it here, because I feel like everyone needs a place where they belong. Everyone needs a place where they can just like chill out, talk a little bit, watch films, have fun, and not to compare themselves once in a while. Because every time I'm on social media, I can tell you guys, like, first-hand experience, I just compare myself to everyone. And it is honestly the most tiring thing ever. And I don't even know how to get out of this loop. But this is sort of like our safe place. Like, this is my safe space. Definitely. This is also your safe space. It kind of wrecks me sometimes that I know that I'm posting this on YouTube and it's going to be on the internet forever. But again, like, who cares? Like, I'm just having fun. So, oh my God, there's so many comments. I am so happy. Like, today, you guys are so active. I don't know, it's because I was gone for a really long time, or it's just you guys are just in the mood. It's a good Sunday. It was snowing here just now. But yes. Megan, my Pocket 2 footage looks grainy and faded even when recording at 4K. Is it because auto white balance or auto ISO happens during artificial light or low light filming? Yes, so that happens with every camera. It doesn't matter what camera. And normally it's always about the auto ISO, because if you push your ISO too hard, then it'll get grainy, especially in low lighting. If the ISO goes to like 10,000 or whatever, it gets really grainy. So try to like control your own ISO so then it doesn't get grainy. Yep, just do it. Oh, I definitely try next time. Yes, please do. No, it's not a wrong time for questions at all. We have questions all the time, and that's exactly what this live is for. Again, like, so that everyone can ask their own questions. You're in a safe space. Don't worry about it, Marie. Exactly. This is a space for all of us to learn and create. Everyone's learning and no harsh judgments. Exactly, Sid. Can you please help us with the lighting setup for beginners? Okay, that one's a little bit hard to explain now, just because I don't have anything right now, but I have a lot of videos on it if you want to check out my YouTube. This is not to promote my YouTube. I feel like maybe that will help you. If not, you can go on to YouTube and actually search for like beginner lighting tutorials, or like simple lighting tutorials, like 3-point lighting systems. Those are really, really helpful, and helps you definitely get sort of more of like a perspective on like how light works. Which sounds so stupid, right? Because like obviously we know how light works, but like this, like cinematography is a lot about shaping light. It's about a lot of like painting, like a painting. It's like, trying to create your own light. So in that sense, I find it so interesting in cinematography is that you can paint your own picture literally with light. And it's just all about common sense and controlling light. Like when even like before you go into learning about light, you don't know that it's like, it's common sense. But once you learn about lighting, you're just like, I could have known that. Like that makes sense. It's a lot about blocking off light. It's about a lot of like controlling where the light goes and how you want the light to make someone feel. So honestly, it's so interesting, and I could go hours about it, but like, go YouTube it. Like seriously, there are tons of tutorials. I learned all of my lighting from tutorials, and I'm still learning. Like, lighting is such a fascinating thing to me, just because it's like, I could have thought about that, but I didn't. And then once you learn about it, you're never gonna forget it. So yes. Any advice on sound design? The more you do it, the more you practice it, like everything else, you will perfect it. Pay attention to films, pay attention to what sound effects they're using. Try to figure that out yourself, or create them yourself and Foley it. I find it super interesting to know like what films are using, like what sound effect that was, or like how they recreated the sound effect. Like, have you guys ever watched those like behind the scenes Foley artists actually making sounds up? I find that so interesting. Like, how do you even come up with the idea? Like rustling leaves or rain can be crackling a bottle, or that could be like a crackling of a fire. That could be like a plastic bottle just being like, like, or like, let's say you have like this plastic and it's like, it also kind of sounds like leaves or like, I don't know, like a plastic bottle. You know what I mean? Like, it's so interesting to learn about how people make their own sound effects. Comparison is the thief of joy. Yes, Roosevelt. Hey Megan, are you planning to do more of these live sessions soon? I'm really enjoying them. People are so friendly here. I do them actually every Sunday. It's just that I wasn't active like in the last 4 weeks just because I was traveling a lot. And I'm afraid it's going to be the next. Let me see. Let me check my calendar real quick. But I think next week, let me see. I hope I'm be able to do it. Yeah, so next week I am going to be still live. Next week I'm going to be live, but the week after that onwards, it'll probably be really busy for me because I'm traveling and shooting. So probably not, but next week I'm probably going to do it. So basically, however it works, like I try to do it every Sunday, but obviously when I'm traveling, it's really difficult for me because I'm also shooting and I can't obviously change the times of the shoot. So yes. Other than that, you can watch the past lives if you ever like wanted to watch the past lives, but if you just want to get on the lives, normally it's every Sunday unless I say that I can't make it, but next Sunday I'm definitely going to be here. Okay. All right, let's get back into, sorry, there were so many questions. I love it though, but let's get back into live. So everyone give Ira a big round of applause. Everyone, thank you so much, Ira, for this lovely piece. All right. Oh my God, we're coming to Sid, I think. Sid, this is you, right? Please tell me it's you. If not, I'll be like, yeah, it is. All right. I'm just gonna go on Instagram and type that in. Give me a second, guys. All right, so Sid, which he's also in the chat. He is saying, context of the movie, I was unsure of what my hobbies were last year. I like cinematography and always wanted a camera. So I gave it a shot last year, finding my old self who loves to experiment and isn't afraid to put himself out. Slate. I shot it this year, but really it's just how I started the last year, giving myself courage that this is a year to shine and stuff, and made it such that it is a remake of the Apothecary Diaries Season 2 Opening 1. Thank you so much, Sid, for sharing this. I can't wait. I also went through a little bit because, sneaky. Yes, okay. Let's go, Sid. All right. Let me just show you my Instagram. Let's see where my Instagram is. Okay, let me reload this so that everyone can see from the beginning. All right, pop off, Sid. Okay, if you guys don't know, like I met Sid I think last week, and he is like the sweetest person ever that I've ever met. He was so early to one of my community photo walks, which was like Snap and Gap, and literally like the sweetest guy ever. He was like, I don't know how many minutes early, Sid, let me know, but he was definitely there before me, and I was 15 minutes early, right? So I love the transitions, and someone who is just starting to learn like cinematography and putting himself out there. I feel like this was such a cool cut. I know like anime openings can be so tough to recreate just because of all the freaking animations and all the movement that they do, but I feel like you definitely recreated it pretty well. I really like this. Oh, this is a beautiful shot with the cherry blossoms. Really beautiful. This was cool. I feel like the X could have maybe been a little bit more blended in to the screen, so you could have used like sort of like maybe more dissolve or like a blend in or sort of like different effects to make that just kind of blend into the video a little bit more. But other than that, I found it so cool. Like that was so cool, like with the eye and the aperture, and also the match cut with when you point your finger up to the sky. like this one. I feel like this was really cool. I really like it. Thank you so much, Sid, for like showing this and sharing this with us. I know that you're here almost all of my life, so thank you so much for the patience and the support. But yeah, I found it really cool. Also, really like the angles, and I like the match cut where everything was like a circle. Wait, this one's also really cool in general. It was just, yeah, it's a very cool transition as well. Everyone give Sid a round of applause. Yay! Thank you so much, Sid. All right. Let us move on to the next one. Okay. This one is another Google Docs that I'm going to be showing you through real quick. If you guys have any feedback, let us know. Sid, if you have anything else you want to tell us about this piece that you did, please do. Obviously, it's pretty rare that someone is actually in the live when I'm reviewing their films, because obviously they would never know when I'm reviewing it because it's like an ongoing thing, right? So yeah, if you guys have any feedback, Sid, if you want to share anything with us about the film, please do. Obviously, we find it all really cool that you're here watching this with us. But yeah, all right, let's move on to the next one. All right, so this one is let me check his name again. This one's from Wayne, and he sent me two YouTube videos. The first one is I think a recap. Okay, so hey Megan, I'm Wayne from Singapore, and I've only started doing filmmaking in 2023. Currently working on a bigger series. So for now, this is a video on my recap as of turning 20 that I made some time back in the end of 2024. If you do have time to spare, here's my debut short film on the role my grandfather has played on the role in my life. Love your work. Can't wait to see your work on next. Thank you so much, Wayne. Okay, I think I might have to review one YouTube video just today, just because I want to give everyone a chance to obviously review, all of their films. So I will review this on my own time, Wayne. But thank you so much for sending this in. Let me just get you back to the YouTube video. Sid, you're doing great. Love your photography as well. Good job. Keep it going. Not much, but that pollen allergy from cherry blossom was worth it. Oh my god, I cannot imagine having a pollen allergy from cherry blossoms. It's like beauty is pain. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. The winter is really getting to my throat, and I'm just having like sort of a little bit of a sore throat. So I'm just like stuffy nose. I'm just like I need to chill. All right, so the YouTube video from Wayne.
Today's the 16th of May, and today I turned 20.
I really like the writing. If you guys know my content, you know I love the whole like writing scrapbook feeling. So I really like the intro.
I guess I'm figuring out. Yeah.
So as I was watching this, I really saw this and I was like, I love this shot. And soon enough, he's gonna be sitting down at that table and that chair, mind you, and it's a beautiful shot.
I feel like I'm walking around trying on 100 different versions of myself. It's just not working. Or
It doesn't seem like that. From the outside, I mean.
then I think about home, school, and fuck. I can't connect this life and that life. It just doesn't fit.
Okay, Slade. I love the freaking transition. That was amazing. Also, again, guys, like this shot, come on. No, not the Her music, not the Her music. You guys know how much I love the film Her, and this song takes me out every goddamn time. This is the song if you wanna make me cry, if you wanna make a scene emotional. I actually forgot about this song, but every time I hear it, I'm just like, this song is this. I think I'm gonna use it in my next reel. Thank you, Wayne.
Part of me doesn't believe I'll ever be able to produce something of quality to really proudly call art.
What do you mean, Wayne? This is literally, this is good enough. This is more than enough quality. God damn.
But honestly, what am I even doing this for? What if I never make it? Is this even
For yourself, Wayne. For yourself. This is so good, Wayne. Keep. If you're watching this, keep doing it. Keep doing it.
sustainable? Putting myself first feels so weird. If I don't treat the things that matter to me as the first priority, it feels unnatural. If I don't put everything into these things, automatic alarm bells start going off in my head. How do I put myself first without feeling like I'm shortchanging and giving less to the things that mean the entire world to me? Sometimes I wonder if I made the right choice doing what I'm doing. It's not conventional.
Yeah, I know. He definitely planned out like the text placing, the screen, even like the lamppost, I feel like is on the rule of thirds, maybe a little bit to the left, but it doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is that, Wayne, you got this. You got the talent. Like, you are doing this for yourself. You're doing this for your audience here in my film club. And we all love it, honestly. So keep doing you. Oh my God, this is really beautiful.
Perhaps not even financially stable, and possibly wouldn't even contribute anything to my future. But if I'm not doing this, then what else could I be possibly doing? Recently, I feel like an outsider observing from a mile. Familiar faces, but I can't seem to recognize anyone or anything. No matter how hard I try to recognize that person in the mirror, it just feels insanely out of reach.
This is such a cool shot. Again, I don't know how many. I think we had 3 films today with the double shot, and they're all so super clean. This is, I think, the third one, and it's super clean, honestly.
If I don't know myself, how can anyone else know who I truly am? If I'm so different, do they even recognize me? Why do they still stay? These few years have been exceptionally difficult. I've never felt so lonely ever in my life. I've drifted from almost everyone, and it's no one's fault. Just the reality of circumstance and time. No one will stay by you forever, and even if you want to.
The dying sunflower with this quote. Ugh, and the music at its climax. Stop, Wayne. You are so talented. Whatever anyone is telling you, whatever people say about you, please just keep going. Honestly, I feel like you have the talent. You've got the color grading down. It feels like a film, and the way you write as well is so beautiful. So I hope you watch this, and if you do, then please keep going.
You're only allowed as long as they want you to. I hate being 20 because this is the most self-aware I'll ever be. The period of time when nothing is and will be figured out. It's also having to learn to grapple with the fact that everything can change in a split second.
Okay, do you guys see the trains at the back? Sorry, I know it's a beautiful shot, but like the trains at the back, with the shutter, like the slow shutter, is amazing.
Everything that meant the world to you yesterday could mean nothing today. Everything means nothing. But
everything means nothing. That is, honestly, guys, you honestly think it's so deep, but it's not. Like, nothing is that deep. Honestly, I think a lot of things are deep, but look at it at the big picture and think about it. Like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen if you don't do that thing? What's gonna happen if you do that thing? Something that my auntie told me recently, because I'm always so stressed about what is going to be and what the next thing has to be and is going to be, is that she said, why give yourself time pressure? Like, why give yourself pressure? Like, if you don't do it, it's not the end of the world. If you do it, it is not the end of the world. People get over things, time passes. Like, you know, sometimes you have to let go and just like look at the bigger picture, and everything is truly nothing. Someone make an edit of that. Thank you. Someone please just go and take that quote from this live and be like, edit this with this music, with some other like videos. Y'all, if y'all don't like make an edit of that and tag me, I am mad. But I feel like that was very edit worthy. I didn't do it because of edit worthy. I did it because I meant it, but I feel like that could be edited. All right.
thing is all that we have. It's currently 1:51 a.m. I'm the most awake I've ever felt today. It's the time in the day where it finally feels calm.
The way he brought his whole table out with the lamp and everything and sat himself down in the midst of all these buildings in Singapore is so much dedication, and I really adore it. And this frame is beautiful, Wayne. Oh no, we're at 5 minutes. Okay, sorry guys, we're at 5 minutes. But everyone, give Wayne a big round of applause. No, literally, you guys better edit it. I'm gonna be mad if you guys don't edit and tag me. I feel like that was very edit worthy. I've never actually I don't know if I've actually ever had an edit of myself, but I think I have. But yeah, it's just, I'd love to see an edit from you guys. All right, Wayne, that was beautiful. Mwah, chef's kiss. No comments at all. This was beautiful. Thank you so much. Every time we come onto this live, I am always in it for you. Like, I am not kidding. Every time I watch stuff from you guys, I just immediately, I'm so inspired, and it is so beautiful. You guys have like the best quotes, and like everything is nothing is hits right. What do people say? Hits too close to home. But yeah, all right, let us go. I might have to do like one more, just because my voice right now is just like, I can't, like, my throat is just killing me right now. You should watch one more empty year on Google Drive. One more empty year on Google Drive. Thank you so much. I will definitely, I'm trying to go this by chronological order so everyone gets their chance, but yes, I would probably definitely always definitely get to that. All right, let's see the next one. So basically, I'm gonna take the earliest one before this one. So this one was the earliest one actually, because we didn't review this the last live, and then I was supposed to review it today. So I'm going to go with that one.
Sometimes time inside the house slows down too much. We really cannot think of what to do.
Oh, this is a beautiful shot. Hello. Here I feel like it might be a little bit too dark, and it feels too like, yeah, it feels a little bit too dark. That might make you feel like not as cinematic as I think you might want it to be. Correct me if I'm wrong if you watch this, but I think this could have been a little bit brighter and a little bit more contrast. But this is a beautiful, I love when blues and greens come together and the light just shines on plants and make it look like water and green and fishes. Always, you can never go wrong with that. But yes, exactly, Sid. Oof. Yeah.
There's that feeling of being trapped. imprisoned in this dull lifestyle at home. That's the time we should grab a backpack and explore ourselves. There's so many interesting things.
I like snorri cam. Nice. This is a snorri cam, by the way, guys, when you just kind of like put the tripod against yourself.
Interesting things that the world wants us to see. Sometimes those things can be subtle. And you will never know how much peace and joy you would get from experiencing those things. Unless you open the door and
Nice, very nice. Thank you so much for sharing this. I really like the goldfish, the goldfish shot. I can't speak right now, but again, I think for that writing shot and for the ones in the house, I would try to make a little bit more contrast. Maybe shoot it during the day when there's a little bit more light, so that there's a little bit more contrast in the lighting. I think that could have changed everything as well. So that one where you're in the house corridor, as well as when you were writing on your like notebook, I think that could have been a little bit more contrasty and cinematic. But other than that, I really like the whole storytelling, and also like I love that you had the courage to go out there and just film yourself. Honestly, I know how hard it is. Trust me, I've been there. So I always respect going out, picking up your camera, and just filming yourself. Honestly. All right, guys, with that, I will conclude today's live. Thank you so much for sticking around. If you guys have any questions, just DM me or leave a comment on this live or any of my videos, I guess. Or again, you guys can DM me on Instagram or anything like that. I'll just leave my Instagram here if you guys want to follow me and, check me out on Instagram. This is her. This is also obviously my @ for my YouTube channel. But thank you so much for being here. Everyone give him a big round of applause. Yeah. Oh no, I haven't seen the Frankenstein yet. I have to though. I know it's been it's been big in talks. But yeah, thank you so much. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.